Foundations of AFL Cape York were built around providing a residential boarding program for young Indigenous men from Cape York to come to Cairns and access quality education. We know where the young people come from, there's limited access to choice around education, particularly if you wanted a Catholic education and so on. So AFL Cape York House was built to support young people coming to Cairns seeking secondary schooling. We wanted an environment that helped the young people transition well. It's proven the more seamless transition, better outcomes overall in terms of longevity of a young person in residential care. We wanted a boarding program that enabled young people to have a choice, where it wasn't necessarily just because there's a space at the school they go into. It was about the school fitted them, they fitted the school, hence our relationships with, currently we have 10 partner schools that we work with across both boys and girls houses. The education program was at the top scale of what we're about in our initial stages, but that has grown, sort of balanced up a fair bit around our wellbeing program. So our wellbeing program is massively important in terms that we know that if a young person's having mental health issues, from past experiences or current issues, relationship issues, disconnect from family, community issues, it's really difficult for them to focus at school and actually learn. So when we have these situations, our wellbeing team have the opportunity to take young people from school and work at either the houses, and with the support of our education coordinators, they set out plans and frameworks for our young people to work through. The idea is we want our young people at school, but sometimes that's just not possible due to what's going on in a young person's life. It's really important that we have schools that have cultural context and understand who our young people are, not overall, but individually. And the schools that have the most success are the schools that actually focus on our young people as individuals, not as a group or a larger group or simply as Indigenous kids. So we focus a great deal on the schools and working with them, providing them information about our young people so that they have the tools that they need to hopefully get the best outcomes and to build relationships with the young people at their schools. Over the past several years, we've made great headroads into working with schools. We've seen that roll out into really good success stories with our young people in terms of their grades are improving. And a lot of that is also coming from the support back of the houses with our tutors, with our education teams, where they're working with the young people to get the best possible outcomes. So we want our young people to feel success. We want them to know what success feels like. We don't want them to be ashamed of success. We want them to be proud of who they are, where they are and what they're achieving. So the education team plays a pivotal role in the greater outcome of our young people.